Welcome all Hive Scummers to some Necromunda unboxing. So today it is the Ironhead Squat Prospectors Weapons and Upgrades. Now all the weapons and upgrades boxes that I've personally had so far have been fantastic. Not necessarily just for the gangs that they're intended for, but just great conversion opportunities. And that's one of the main reasons why I love Necromunda. I mean, the corridor one especially looks like all the weapons are held together with duct tape and hopes and prayers. And they just look great for any form of conversions at all for your Hive Scum models like that. So these are slightly different because you do have chubby little arms with them. And you can't really put them on regular old Hive Scummers unless they've been pumping iron, I suppose. The arms on these squats are slightly thicker than normal. And they are a little bit rounded on stumps as well, so you can't just slot them into your Goliath models because they've got slightly weird angular cutouts for their shoulder sockets. But they're still really good for converting. You can always cut the weapon off the hands, for example. But each one of these boxes always comes with some fantastic head options and just random bits and pieces, which I love. So that's the box, and inside the box you have two sprues that are identical. So far, and all the kits that I've had, that's the same. Two sprues that are identical. So head options, get my hand behind there so you can pick that out a little bit better. A nice fine mustache there, that looks amazing. So a pistol and holster, an axe, a hand axe. That haft there you can either put the pick on or the axe. I think there's going to be a few picks on my gangers because I really want them to look like they are miners and not just guys that are just going to wipe the floor with you. So a few of the stats that you get, obviously you've got a flamer, you've got the seismic cannon, you've got the Meltagun, it looks like you've got the heavy flamer as well, auto pistol, hand flamer, things like that. So a few of the stats. It's not all the weapons you hope for possibly, but I mean basically as long as it's got the Meltagun, right? The Meltagun is horrible. So slightly different than the regular Meltagun. So this is Ironhead Meltagun, range 6, short range so you get the +1, up to 12 inches, so anything more than 6 inches you don't get the plus. It's strength 8, so you're wounding most of your gangers on 2s, not your own gangers, hopefully not, unless you shoot them in the back. AP 4, which shreds most armour, damage 3, ammo 5, it's melter, and it's rapid fire 1 and scarce. So rapid fire, yeah, you heard me, rapid fire on a Meltagun is pretty horrid. Normally a Meltagun will fire 1 shot, and if you're lucky enough to hit somebody, it's probably totally obliterate them, just turn them into steaming flesh. But Melter, if you don't know, if you're at short range from a weapon with this trait, and it reduces a fighter to 0 wounds, no injury dice or rolled. Instead, any injury dice that would be rolled calls an automatic out of action result, which is horrid. And if it shoots a vehicle, roll an additional damage dice. So that's god awful. So as long as it hits somebody, as long as it wounds them, and they've got 3 wounds, and this does 3 damage, they're out. They're gone. So imagine a rapid fire. You're potentially getting, what are we to? There's the Meltagun. You're potentially getting 3 shots with that weapon. So just in case one wasn't good enough, that's pretty horrid. And it's still not mega expensive. You've got the Ironhead Flamer, which is pretty much the same as a normal flamer. It's template, strength 4, AP 1, 1 damage, ammo of a 5+, blaze, like I said, it's a template, but it has Firestorm. So Firestorm is slightly different from rapid fire. it just means the first model that's hit underneath this template will basically get a rapid fire number of shots against them. Everybody else would just be hit once. So if Blaze wasn't bad enough, basically rapid fire on the first model gets hit. It's pretty horrific. It is, like I said, slightly better than the hand flamer. So little Diddy hand flamer you see there is only a strength 3. Strength 4 is nice, still only 1 damage, but I think that's fine, because if it was a 2 damage weapon and a blaze, that would be disgusting. But wait, there's more. There is a heavy flamer. So heavy flamer, once again, goes up 1 more in strength. So it's still a template, still strength 5. Like I said, it's gone up by 1. This time the AP is improved by 1, so it's AP minus 2. Still 1 damage, however. But like I said, I think if it's a 2 damage weapon on a flamer, it would be too broken. In my opinion, I don't think I've ever killed a model with the actual flamer itself, but Blaze eventually makes that model burn to death a few turns later. Or you're not going to get the XP for it, but it's really going to mess up somebody's plans. You know, makes them drop whatever they're carrying. They probably fall off the edge of a gantry or a walkway. It's pretty disgusting. It's just prolonging the inevitable. They're just going to roll around on fire for the next few turns. Anything else on there isn't terribly unheard of. So the only additional thing on there that might be slightly out of place is the mining laser. And that thing just looks absolutely biff. So what does a mining laser do, I hear you say? What does a mining laser do? It is range 18. And then you've got the long range of 24, which gives you a -1 to hit. But it is a big old strength 9, so you're wounding, I would say, 90% of the things on the table on 2s. It is AP 3, 3 damage. The ammo trait is 3+, which I know it seems crazy for something that does such a big amount of damage, but it is a mining laser. It wasn't really built for killing people, it was built for mining. So you would think there's plenty of ammo around. And of course, it is unwieldy. It is massive. It's a rarity of 9, so you're not going to get too many of them around. And it is a credit cost of 125. This thing is absolutely boss. I mean, range 24 is pretty good. -1 to hit, I get that, because it's, like I said, built for mining. You would expect it to be pretty close. What else have we got on there? Okay, we've got a few of the weapons with a power trait. So you've got the circular stone cutter, the arc welder, the gem extractor, and a photo lumen. So my personal favourite from those is, well, I think the arc welder is pretty nice. So it's strength +2, AP 2, 3 damage, blaze, melee, power plaque. So it basically only attacks once when you're in melee, but if you don't kill somebody with strength +2 weapon, so your strength is probably going to be a 3, so it's strength 5. It's also got blaze as well, so if you don't kill them with damage 3, you're going to set them on fire, which isn't fun for anybody. So I really like this kit. I'm definitely going to be upgrading some of my guys, and the first thing I'm going to do, yeah, I'm going to go for the Meltagun. I'm not going to make any friends, I don't think, in my campaign. I always feel like the face shieldy bits, like almost like a welding mask, is slightly derpy for dwarfs, so I personally won't be using them. I do like the fine mustaches on these guys, so definitely going to be using that. And the ones with the goggles, like the wraparound shades, 80 styly, I'm probably going to be using some Turbo Dork just to get a nice sheen on them. Proper 80 styly, almost like Macho Man, for those who know who Macho Man is. Back in the early 90s, the heyday of WWF, in my opinion. So it's a really nice kit. It's not terribly expensive. It's pretty affordable for what you get in the kit. you get a fair bit of plastic, and it really does flesh out your gang. So, put it side by side here. You know, you are getting quite a bit in there. Like I said, you're getting 2 sprues. So, you're getting 6 heads in the box. Like I said, you're getting the hosted pistols, which, if you haven't got them on sprue already, just adds a little bit of flavour. Auto pistols are pretty much a must for your low pointed models, your Jews. Stub guns aren't too bad either. Do like twin wielding those. Of course, you won't get the bonus if you do the hand flamer. You can't use twin guns blazing, which is a shame because they haven't got the sidearm trait. Because imagine using flamers in close combat, that would be pretty horrible. Because anything with sidearm trait can also be used in melee. So you don't really want to set fire to somebody who's right in your face. But yeah, the flamers are always nice. Like I said, they're guaranteed to hit, pins most models, and sets them on fire. Really messes up someone's objective-based game. And the melter is just going to obliterate anything. The mining laser, I think I will put one on my crew just because it just looks fun. If it hits, it does big damage, but I don't think it's a game-breaking thing like the heavy bolters that you get in the regular Iron Head squat box, because that's got rapid fire for days, whereas this is like a one-shot. I think if the mining laser was rapid fire as well, that would be broken as hell. But yeah, stay tuned for more squat updates, and hopefully you see some of my conversions coming out in future. And I really must start painting some of these guys. New campaign is only around the corner.